Good morning and welcome back for another vlog with myself, Darren. Today is Monday the 24th of November already. Where is this year going? And it's a 6 a.m. start. Nice and early start because today we are going down to our favourite place, Salisbury. Or as some people have actually pointed out, it's actually technically classed as Amesbury because it's just a little bit north of Salisbury itself. And as usual, this morning we are in the Aphrodite. Either way, it's still 192 miles to get there. Straight down the M6, past Birmingham onto the M5, and then straight down the M5 until we come off just around that area there, north of Bristol. At Gloucester, my mind went completely blank then, it's early in the morning. Follow it down towards Swindon, and then south of Swindon, through all the little villages like Marlborough, and then onto 303, and there we are, just there. We've done the vehicle checks already for the unit, and now we're just going to do some vehicle checks for the trailer. I had this trailer on Friday, so I know there's no issues with it, but we're still going over, double checking everything. Starting off first, truck is doing its little light test to make sure everything is working the way it should do, and also that passes it on to the trailer's lights as well. Side markers are all okay, no damage to the side of the curtain or the buckles. Tyres themselves, really good condition. No damage to the side, nuts all look okay there. And let's try and get in so you can see the tyre tread as well. So it's worth buying a good pair of gloves, especially in the winter time, nice and thick. It's a little bit worn at the moment, but nice and thermal inside. And of course, let's not forget the reg plate. Walking around to the rear, electrics are working the way they should be. The door itself, good condition. I've checked the stock already, so nice and secure inside. And I've already gone down the side, sorted all the tyres out on the side of the curtain on this bit. It's just gone 25 past 6. Vehicle checks are done, trailer checks are done, load security all checked and done. Now, let's hit the road. ETA is roughly going to be between 11 and 12 o'clock. Just depends on traffic. Standard, it's between 4.5 hours actual driving time. And then you've got your traffic included onto that, and then a 45-minute break as well to clear your driving time directive to make sure you can get there legally, etc. So yeah, realistically, between 11:30 and 12 o'clock, I think. We've got our first little bit of traffic of the day. Hopefully it gets a little bit better as we go along. I'm just presuming it's going to be a little bit of congestion, as it's the part of the motorway where the M62 joins the M6. So it does get rather heavy, especially at 6:30. As soon as we get past Woolston Junction for the viaducts, it should start freeing up a little bit. And then as we get past Lim and the M56, it'll be nice and clear. All the way down to, I'm going to say, probably Wolverhampton. As soon as you get in the region of Birmingham, that whole area, it just goes down the drain, doesn't it, traffic wise? Comes to a standstill a lot of the time, but you get used to it after a while sitting in traffic. Don't let that put you off. Quick little pit stop over at Knutsford Services, get some fuel. I've got about half a tank, so I'm just going to top it up. Oh, it takes 2 minutes at these ones, so it's a pretty good service station. $267 litres. As we suspected, traffic around the Birmingham region as you get past Hilton Park Services. Approaching Wolverhampton, we're at a standstill. And I've got approximately 7 miles until we come off at the M5. So it might cause a little bit of a delay. This lot. Hopefully it's just congestion, not been an accident. Time is just hit 8:15. ETA currently is saying 20 past 11 already. And I've been driving for 1 hour and 30 minutes so far. But as long as the wheels are in motion, we're okay. We should be able to get through the traffic. It's not coming to a full standstill as such yet. Just a little bit of a reminder as well, there won't be any vlog for Wednesday night, as I'm off work on Tuesday, so it'll be this one and then no tomorrow, and then back to it hopefully the day after. I'm not sure if it's going to be a night out or not. So normally if there's not one of the vlogs, I do try to upload Monday to Friday, but it just depends on the work shift. So if you have a night out, then it'll be classed as like a mega vlog where I do it over 2 days. So we might miss a day here and there if we have nights out. Recently we've been on quite a few nights out, haven't we? And because I'm off work tomorrow, I need to make sure we get there and back today. Worst case scenario, if we do need to have a night out due to traffic, etc., as long as I'm back home for about 9 o'clock, 8:30, I should be alright for tomorrow. I'll just start at 4 o'clock this morning, make the rest of the way home. But weather-wise, it's actually looking really nice up there, isn't it? A little bit of a stop-start, but the wheels are still in motion, so I can't complain. 2.5 miles now until we depart for the M5. I've just realised I've got no reg plate on our trailer in front. Now hopefully for them it's in the cab and not a case of doing a trailer exchange on a bay. So a lot of the times what some of the drivers may do is reverse onto the bay, forget to take the reg plate off, swap to a different trailer and then just drive off, leaving their plate on the bay. And they could have been driving like this for 3 or 4 hours. I'm gonna have a guess, but I think that's the reason why there's a lot of congestion around this part of the motorway right now, is that sun is really bright and everybody's driving right towards it. So you just got to slow it down a little bit more, keep a bit of distance. But we're finally here for the M5. I've got 2 hours and 39 minutes left on the tacho for driving before we need to take a break. We started at 6 AM this morning, so we need to have a 6-hour working time directive rate of minimum 15 minutes before 12 o'clock. But looking at the tacho, we're going to be running out a lot before that for the 4.5 hours driving. Get ourselves across. Still keeping a bit of distance from the vehicle in front. You always get idiots last minute cutting across around this section of the motorway. I think that white van's going to try and move across as well. Looking at sat-nav, it's saying we're due to get there in about 2 hours and 45 minutes. Oh, I might be a little bit longer actually. The M5 looks like it's at standstill. Possible accident. It does get fairly congested down this part of the M5, but not normally this bad. Lovely view out the office window this morning. I'm just driving past the A38 junction 4 on the M5 southbound. Oh, looks to be a good day today. It's not even that cold either. 4.5 degrees today. And we're at about the halfway point. As the M5 now splits off to the M42. The problem is I can't move over, I've got this car hovering. There we go. Let's slow down a little bit. And we're just going to keep to the right, straight down the M5 for about approximately 40-50 miles. Departing the M5 southbound for junction 11A, the A417. And I'm pretty much following the 417 all the way there now, well, at least until the M4 section. A little bit more overcast now we come down south. And we've got 62 miles left to go before we reach the client. With brakes included, we're still looking around 12:15 arrival. It is booked in for 1 o'clock, so we are making pretty good timing overall, even with the couple of delays we've had so far. It looks like I've got a couple more delays to come very shortly as we're coming to a standstill. Now, one of the problems we've got all the roadworks, and if you have a vehicle breakdown, there's not really much space for you to pull to one side. So if a vehicle breaks down, then it's just going to create absolute havoc around this road. That's something we could be looking at. Let's get that window washed a little bit. Looks like we're driving up into the clouds. Got quite a bit of mist on the top of the hills. Don't want to get quite a nice view up here. Can't really see too much. 10 o'clock. Got past the first section of the roadworks. And we've got some more, approximately a mile down this road. It's not normally too bad going south, getting through these roadworks. However, coming back a little bit later on might be a little bit more busier. Yep, definitely in the clouds now. That's how it feels. And I possibly just jinxed myself regarding the traffic as well. As always. Oh well, as long as it's not snowing, I'll be alright. Driving up this driving up this hill if it was thick snow, yeah, I think that'll be a little bit of a tricky one, wouldn't it? Risk of losing traction, slipping, etc. Yeah, it's gone really thick. Let's get them fog lights on. Still travelling down the A417. My word, can't see anything to the left. See a silhouette of the bushes and the trees. Departing the A419, we're just about to drive over the M4 motorway, and then we're going to join onto the A346. We're following that southbound. Only 30 miles left to go. We've got 45 minutes on driving time with a tacho before we do need to take a break. And we're due to get there in about 1 hour. That's if we didn't have a break. So our ETA currently is sitting around about 12:15, give or take. Bit more overcast again. Don't have a little bit of a sun coming through earlier on. Driving down the 417, I was hoping it might clear up a little bit further south we go. Seems to be the opposite. Do with a zebra crossing there, to be fair. Travelling through the town of Marlborough. Not that far to go now. Only 22 miles. Ah, bless the little doggy. I was wondering where he was going then. You got lucky though, to be fair. It's normally full, that parking space. That's one thing I don't miss about doing class 2 driving. Some of the destinations that you got to try and make deliveries to, parking, it's just non-existent. Still following the A346 now. I'm absolutely shattered today. Not from tiredness wise, but I feel run down. Really bad. I think I've caught something again. It's either that, it's just a change of weather. Being really cold outside, then jumping inside my cab when I've got the heating on. Always get ill from it. Time out. I've got a little bit of a sniffles at the moment. I'm just really fatigued. So I'm glad I'm off tomorrow. Try and get early night tonight. Get a lie-in. Come on, Aphrodite. Oh, we've got kitchen roll on. It's not even heavy. Struggling to do 20 miles per hour. Let's go. Start trying to find somewhere to pull up, take a break. Hopefully Chopper's Calf is clear. I can pull over there, make myself a brew. There's normally plenty of room, to be fair. Let's get that engine braking on, going down these hills. Slowing it down from 56 to 50. I say that, I'm only doing 44. Oh, there's that little tow truck on the right. The little blue one. Still got a little bit of nice autumn colours. Get straight across. Yep, time that well. Miles to go, nearly there. Finally arrived at our client and the time is just hit 20 past 12. And I've been sat outside 5 minutes, engine off, waiting for the queue to go down. Try and jump past. It's not my fault for not using both lanes. turns out there's already a trailer on bay number 87 where we normally go to. So we're going to be parking it up right here. I think I could go here anyway. So just park it in the middle. And then simply collect the trailer we're going back with, and then jobs are good in. Make sure, don't forget the reg. Just put it onto our new trailer nice and early. Go around, do the vehicle checks, make sure there's no damage, such as the tyres, side curtains. It's not the best one, if you're being honest with you, but this is a higher one. So it looks like, no, that's okay. I thought it was a little bit of damage. Nothing too drastic. It's been patched up. Now we know which trailer we're going to be taking back with us. We need to drop our trailer just in the yard over this way, and that is exactly where it's going to be staying. I've already started the process to disconnect it. I've done the clip kingpin, legs, brakes, air, cables have all been removed. I've checked the back, make sure everything is all okay, nothing's shifted during our travel. And just before we do disconnect, I've noticed that's a little bit high there, so that's too high for our wheel to go underneath. So if we leave it where it is, the back of the unit, when it goes underneath, the fifth wheel, it's got to be too low, even with the axle raised up as much as it'll possibly go, and it'll miss that kingpin and then cause damage by smashing into the back of the legs. So unwind this a couple of bit, lower it down about half a foot or so. A little bit like so. It's a lot easier winding it down, especially with an empty trailer, than what it is lifting it up. I don't want to go too low, so I think that might do us about there. Yeah, I should do that. We've gone underneath it, we've done the kingpin, got that sorted out, make sure that's nice and secure. Sort these cables out. And don't worry, by the way, if you've never drove trucks before and you're always worried about what cable goes into what, don't worry about it, because there's certain fittings that match these. So that one can't fit in there, for an example. So let's push that in. And then this one, so you can see on the bottom, has a different type of fitting, so it can't fit in there either. Easy as that. And finally, legs wound up, arms secured, then brakes. Not exactly what we want. Connected up to this trailer And then all of a sudden, a gust of wind just started knocking the trailer, which is parked up there, full of, I think, cardboard pallets. And it just started smashing the side of the bloody truck. And when we pull away, we need to make sure there's no clips or anything which is stuck on our unit. I think I can see one now. Let's go tie it up before moving. Whoa, yeah, let's get that tied up before the window comes through. That's a little bit better. Managed to get it all tied down so it won't start blowing around and cause any damage to anybody else. Minus the traffic, 220 miles to get back. We're looking at 4.5 hours driving. We'll need another break in the meantime though, as we only have 4 hours left on taco. Don't know if you can see it on the bridges on the time lapse just now, but pretty much every other bridge has had tractors and all the farmers protesting regarding the, I think it's the inheritance tax, and obviously the amount that they're currently getting squeezed by the government. Now I like to keep politics out of this channel, I really do, but I've got to support the farmers. They're doing a fantastic job, and it's not an easy job. So if you give them a little bit of publicity or anything like that on the channel, a little bit of support. There they are now on the bridge. A lot of British flags flying. I've got to say, I've probably seen, driving down the 419 and the M5, probably about 30 different bridges where the parts on are the side of the road. You might have noticed it in the time lapse, but there's another lot coming up now as well. Three more tractors on this bridge coming up. Let's give them a little bit of a flash. Gotta show you support. I would beat them, bro. I've got to say, I've got one of the worst horns ever. For the size of a truck, you'd think you'd have like a nice big air horn, but no, not these MANs. It sounds like a little mini. Couple more tractors there with trailers on. Telehandler lifted up as well in the air. Got a lovely sunset over to the left hand side, just out of shot of the camera. And you've got the Welsh mountains off in the distance as well. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. Fingers crossed, without jinxing myself, I'm just hoping the traffic's going to be fairly good on the way back up. It's currently 3:30. I've got 115 miles left to go. ETA is currently saying 6 o'clock, and I've got 2 hours driving time. After a 45-minute break, I can extend it for another extra 1 hour. So in total, that'll give me 3 hours driving time. It's not really a lot to play with there, is there? To get back, it's pretty much like this all the time, really, isn't it? It's saying on the sat nav I'm due to get back in 3 hours, and then I've got
pretty much like 3.5 hours of driving time with an extended one as well. So hopefully traffic's all right. I'm expecting it being rather heavy around Birmingham area on the M5 as we join the M6. I'll show you that a little bit later on when I get there. But other than that, we might actually be all right. If we could get to Limb Services without stopping, and then I'll take a break there, and then that should give us enough time then to get back to the yard. That's if the traffic's not too bad. If it's really bad, then I might have to stop a little bit early, maybe Kiel. But cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm just going to plod on. Traffic's slightly a little bit more busier than expected. I was expecting to be a bit of traffic, but not 5 miles worth of traffic. Just debating whether it's worth coming off, try and cut through Dudley maybe to Wolverhampton, but this time of day, 4:10, I feel we might get stuck in quite a lot of traffic there as well. Might be worth trying to just sit it out, I think. Yeah, because I can come through Dudley up to Wolverhampton, jump on the M54, or go straight down the A449. There's a little bit more in the congestion. You would think though, at 4:10, there'd be more people in work, surely. As I was saying this morning, at least the wheels are in motion and we are moving. Sometimes it is just worth sitting in the traffic, and if they're doing 20 miles per hour, it's better than stood still trying to get through Wolverhampton. That's a nice Porsche. Well, that's not a great sign. Ooh, nearly had a crash then. And not only one, but 3. Hope everybody's alright. And it's not a good sign that the M6 northbound is pretty much at standstill as well. And all 3 ambulances went down this way. Ooh. Could possibly be a night out. I've got 1 hour and 3 minutes left on driving time before I need to take a break. And then I can extend it for another 1 hour's driving. Currently I've got 78 miles left to go. It's about 1 hour and 50 minutes so far, maybe 1 hour and 45 to get back. I mean, we have done it before. We've only had about 10 or 15 minutes spare on the driving time, but let's see what happens. I've got the overnight gear with me anyway. Worst case scenario, I could just sleep in the truck, start about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, get back to the yard for 6, and then go home. That's the worst case scenario. Sometime later, and we're creeping onto the M6 northbound. Got some more emergency service lights going south. Could be an ambulance yet. It's never good at this time of the day. It's currently 20 to 5. But at the same time, it's not normally as bad as what it has been. So there must have been an incident. It's not just congestion.
It's 5:30 now, and I've stopped over for a 45-minute break at Stafford Services. Grab myself a coffee, maybe a sausage roll for the road, and hopefully we can get back before 7 o'clock tonight.
Looks to be getting fairly busy in here already. Got to be nice and early to get down to Stafford. It's a little bit better that they've extended the car park across the way. So close, but yet so far away at the same time. It's currently 6:30. Luckily, I've taken a break when I did, because I've got just less than 1 hour left on the driving time. And we're just approaching Lim Services around that area at the M56, and it's coming to a standstill. Looks like there's been an accident.
We made it back to the yard, and to be fair, I had about 35 minutes left on drive time, so it wasn't really that bad. And tomorrow I'm going to be off, so there's not going to be any vlog for tomorrow, so just bear that in mind. The next one's going to be around Thursday, I think it will be. Tracy's going home now as well, so it's not just me doing all the late hours. And the time is just coming up to 20 to 8, so it's about 13 hours and 40 minutes done for today, and I think that's long enough. Tomorrow I'm going to have a nice lie-in. Can't wait for it. So, have a great day, have a great week. Thank you very much for watching the vlogs. If you did enjoy it and you are new, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. As always, keep on trucking, stay safe. Bye for now.